Alright guys, this is my first test of the Rlaarlo dual motors 3900 kV 3S. So this is really windy today, and I have a mail-in GPS at the back of the car, and I know that today I will not be exceeding 75 miles an hour because of the gear setup, but I just wanted to test the car first time before I change the gears. I ordered them and see what it can do, and I'm just not gonna push it too much, just get used to the controls and everything. Yeah, so let's go. I try to clear the track as much as I can, but there's still some rocks. Right now it's 73 miles per hour max, which is again what I was expecting basically. I don't know how people do this in those narrow roads, man. So much fun driving this thing, man. Oh my god. Nope, still 73 miles an hour max, which is quite normal because the battery obviously is losing voltage as you keep on driving. And I think this was a good run. Alright guys, so I just did my test run, and as I expected, we didn't exceed 75, so we topped at 73 miles an hour, which is basically the limit mathematically with this gear and these batteries and the motors. So it needs a lower pinion to spur ratio to go faster. According to my calculations, that 52T spur and 50T pinion, it's gonna be topping around 109 miles an hour. And of course, that's the theoretical speed, let's say. But I think it will exceed 100 miles an hour at 3S. So, and I don't think I can expect anything more than from this car. So just to give some information on this, we have a lot of dust on it right now because I also managed to get into dirt a little bit. I'm also a little sick, so apologies for the unwanted noises and voices and sounds. So this is the metal version, as you guys will see. I'm hoping that the car is actually visible in my camera. So the reason that I didn't go carbon with this setup is partly because I'm cheap. Also, I'm not really trying to go 150-60 miles an hour or trying to top 200 miles an hour. So basically I figured, I worked with metal bodies before, and I figured the metal is going to be enough to handle the load. And I think I'm right. I mean, I haven't seen the 100 miles per hour yet, but I think it will handle. So I got the parts over a period of time, and so we have the metal body AK-787, and then we have the dual motor mount set, the kit that comes with the battery limiters and everything like that. So I used the original 3900 kV motor. I didn't, do any upgrades on there, but just got two of them. One upgrade that I did was I got the 63T metal spur, which steel spur, which I should have got the 52T one, but anyway, that's what I could find at the time, and I got it. So I ordered the 50T pinion and 52T spurs. Now they're on the way. We have the 40T pinions, so nothing special over here. It's all pretty much one of the stock setups. What I had to do to fit the metal to fit the dual motor mount to the metal body was, I believe, this hole I had to drill. 3 of them lined up perfectly, but one of them was missing the hole, so I just drilled this and I just created the countersunk conic hole in there for the screw to go in perfectly, and that was done that way. And I was thinking I was gonna have to print some 3D parts, quite a bit of them, but I didn't have to. Actually, the only parts that I printed was to just raise these speed controllers a little bit. The reason is because this is not the flat carbon body, the sides are plastic and they sit a little higher than the metal, so you need to raise them. Maybe you can see the white 3D printed parts there. I lifted them up a little bit and securely taped them with the 3M two-way super strong tape on the body. So another difference from the regular dual motor setup is the placement of the servo. The servo is normally sitting at the top here on those setups, and I did get the bracket for the servo with the dual motor kit. It comes with it, but the problem with that is one of the servo mounts actually mount on this one, on the metal version. This is not flat, so the servo didn't align properly for me to be able to mount it here. So what I used is I used some other brackets that I used to have from my drone days, and I basically there were 2 holes that aligned perfectly to mount the servo, and then I drilled another hole over at the plastic here to secure on this side. This is solid, it's not going anywhere, and it's really good, so no problems there. I had to shave off the one side of this plastic plates over here, because the original has the single batteries place there that it sits on, and it's a little higher section there that holds the battery in, so I had to shave that off, and that's how I installed that. Other than that, maybe a couple of little shaves here and there, and that's it. It really didn't need pretty much nothing major. So For the receiver, I'm using as my Express LRS ground receiver, PWM. I love these. I love everything about Express LRS, and I'm controlling it. If you watch my other videos, with the right stick only, so one hand throttle, right, left. It's very convenient for me because I'm used to flying wings, and you just use the right wing, and I'm really comfortable controlling it that way. Another modification that I had to, not a modification, but when I hooked everything up, because this is not the original receiver, I had to basically do a parallel signal cable to the rear wing here, that will make it tilt back and forth depending on what you're trying to do. But I believe it turned out to be reverse, so it was actually getting steeper as you speed up, throttle up, and then it was getting lowering the attack angle when you actually brake. So that's not right. Of course, when you brake, it should steepen up, and then when you're going faster, it should actually reduce the attack angle. So what I did is I assigned another channel on the receiver, and I assigned the pitch to that channel reverse, and I hooked it up to, well, my camera shut down, so I don't know where it shut down, and somewhere in the middle of my explanations over here. So anyway, I'll watch the video, and if anything needs to be added, I can add it. But overall, the tires worked fine. I know they're not 100-mile-per-hour tires, but you know, they kind of did the job for 75. There was a little bit of drift, so that's probably partly because of the tires, and really high winds today pushed the car a little bit left and right. And the batteries and everything worked well, and